Well, just over a handful of laps completed here at the 7th annual Lucas Oil Knoxville Dirt Late Model Nationals. Scott Bloomquist has been out front since the drop of the green flag. Looks like he's holding them back there just a little bit. Moyer right on the back bumper this time.
Well, these veterans of dirt late model racing know all the tricks, the restarts, and Bloomquist trying to pull one over on Billy Moyer, and Moyer's not having it, coming off turn 2 as they battle for the lead.
Great run off the top there. Bloomquist hangs on to the spot. The 21 car has been there all week, though.
And Earl Pearson Jr. sliding around the middle of the racetrack up to the cushion off turn 4. Darrell Lanigan back there as well, and here comes Mr. Smooth one more time on the low line.
Look at how straight he drives that thing around. That is really good in regards to taking care of the tires. If you can drive one really straight like that, not at the back and end, you'll be able to take care of those tires more than anybody else. And Bloomquist comes back down to the bottom. Really good chance he's watching some signals. Let's get it down to Dave.
Jimmy Owens has passed 7 cars in 7 laps. All year we have seen him do this in these 100 lappers. He starts poorly, well toward the back, but then consistently moves forward. I asked him earlier today, what's the secret? He just laughed and said, I wish I started better.
Say, the secret is I don't want to have to pass that many cars. So he has been solid, though, first, second on the points of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Also has 8 wins on the season, more than anybody else chasing the points in that series.
Back up front for the lead, Billy Moyer, who has 2 second-place finishes in this event, trying to get by Scott Bloomquist.
As we watch Scott Bloomquist, this is exactly what Tim McCready was talking about earlier. You have to use that cushion up in the top. You'll wear the tires out. That's exactly what Bloomquist is doing. He's coming back up here now. Billy Moyer is obviously taking over the position, but Billy Moyer is making it look easy.
Moyer right to the top part of the racetrack, already pulling a couple car lengths on Scott Bloomquist. And you don't want to see that if you're Scott Bloomquist or anybody else. You don't want to see that 21 car out in front.
And ironically enough, the line that Billy Moyer is driving now is right through the center of the turn, much like Scott Bloomquist is doing 1 year ago when he won this event.
That's Darrell Lanigan working the low line, trying to take second from Bloomquist as we are on board with the Dirt Track Dominator in the Team Zero car.
Oh yeah, man, that is an awesome onboard shot. Think these guys aren't dancing with the edge up there? That is tough to do.
And Earl Pearson Jr., who likes to run the low part of the racetrack as we go on board, courtesy of Lucas Oil, has been pretty much running the top part of the racetrack. Best finish for EPJ back in 2004 when he finished second. Tonight making his 5th career Knoxville Dirt Late Model Nationals A-Main.
It's pretty smooth as well, but again, up on the top. And I'll tell you, if there was something down there on the bottom, he would be down there. Darrell Lanigan making it work, though.
He talked about Moyer running that middle part of the racetrack. You can see right there in the middle of the turn, his car looking a little bit tight. Then he has to jump on the gas to break the rear tires loose coming off turn 4.
And it kind of lets it wash up and then just bounces it off the cushion right at the very end.
Here comes Darrell Lanigan trying to put a move on for the lead.
Will somebody finally have something for the 21 car? Oh, and a lapper plays the part here.
That is Jason Utter in the 31, who had trouble earlier in tonight's feature event. Moyer going to use him. They can put some distance between himself and Darrell Lanigan. You see Brian Burkhofer up there as well in the 15B.
Well, that is all part of the game, especially with a 100-lap race like this, is using a lap traffic to your advantage. A little deeper in the pack, great battle for 3rd place is Josh Richards. Now working his way up in there. Richards, who has started back in 11th place, working his way up into the top 5. Solid run with the number 1 car, Kid Rocket.
To the inside of Scott. Oh, and now EPJ up over the cushion.
And that cushion is more like a curve now. I mean, we are talking about a hard, sharp edge of dirt.
And folks, when we talk about the cushion, the top part of the racetrack, as this race moves along, the track will move to the outside part, and it actually will build a curve as these drivers right there lean on it through the turns. It will get closer to the wall, but it will also get taller. The more you bang into it, the more you're going to upset the chassis, and that's what happened at Earl Pearson Jr.
you can back into it, you can get a good drive off of it, but you jump it like that, you get in trouble. This is for the lead, by the way, in the second time now that Billy Moyer has been able to use lap traffic to his advantage and check the 29 car of Darrell Lanigan up.
And Lanigan actually led that lap. He led lap number 20 as we go back to Kid Rocket, Dave Argabright trying to get it done right now for fourth.
Josh Richards in the one is also on the move early. When he climbed out of his car last night after leading most of the way and having Billy Moyer pass him in the late stages, he said to his father, Mark Richards, I gave that one away. He's been looking to remedy that situation tonight and is wasting no time trying to reassert himself here at Knoxville.
Josh with a solid effort a year ago, of course, 15 wins, won the World Outlaws Championship, has 13 wins here this season. You talked about first and third in the World Outlaw points with McCready and Lanigan. Well, he's the guy that's in the middle right there who's in the hunt for it to make it back-to-back championship. The kid has been amazing, to say the least. His racing career has really developed.
And he has led a lot of laps here. He led 7 laps on Thursday night. He led laps 3 through 21 on Friday night, only to get passed by Billy Moyer right there in the 21 as they go 3 wide for the lead with the lapper of Newman.
Great battle here once again. Lap traffic going to play a huge part. Moyer gets right up there, really dances with that cushion, but does it perfectly. Now back underneath Newman.
You want to know why we call him Mr. Smooth? A textbook pass, folks. That's how you get it done. That's why he is the best here at Knoxville Raceway. Let's take a look at that one more time, using Ryan Newman as a pick. You can see him coming off turn number 4. Chris Simpson on the low line, Newman up top, and there goes Billy Moyer right through the middle of the racetrack. Put some distance between him and Darrell Lanigan. And Lanigan's like, what? You did what? He's already about 10 car lengths ahead now of the 29.
Good look back there. Scott Blomqvist now slowly falling back, but Jimmy Owens, who is picking his way up to the front. Owens having a good run. Of course, we heard Dave Argabright talk about him before. He started in 15th place. So Owens doing a great job for the Blomqvist chassis.
Yeah, and he ran 15th here last night. Of course, on night number 1, he was quick time. Didn't make it into the A main. Finished 18th in the B. Got all his points last night. And right now working his way to the front. But the caution comes out here on lap 27.
So the 21 car will check up here and slow them all down. There is the reason for the caution flag. A little bit of damage to the right side of Darren Miller's car as well. Rob Moss pulling in. So some guys looking to make some changes and get back out here. Your Geico Power Sports Top 5 has Billy Moyer out front. Billy Moyer leads the group here at the 7th annual Lucas Oil Knoxville Dirt Late Model Nationals. Had some good battles here. The 29 car of Darrell Lanigan has been close. Take a look at the 0 car. Blomqvist wants a good restart. Runs it up high.
Yeah, trying to get a run off turn 4 into turn to number 1. Now Jimmy Owens on the low line in the 20 car as Billy Moyer pulls away off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Look at that lead in half a lap.
Man, that is a restart right there. Kid Rocket will follow him through, who started off in 11th. A little deeper back. Boy, I'll tell you, man, really keep an eye on Blomqvist. He is fighting that car hard.
Looking a little loose there, running through no man's land, up into the cushion, off turn 2, down the long back straightaway.
He's had a couple of good runs, and Lanigan just slowly lets that 29 car wash right back up in front of him.
Lanigan running the low line. That's the half-mile racetrack. When you go around the top shelf, about a 5/8 mile around the Knoxville Raceway.
Here it is. This is where he gets the run off this cushion up high, and just like that has to check up on him. Oh!
And again, right to that cushion. That looks like where his car works the best. So Blomqvist remains in that 4th spot right behind Darrell Lanigan as the top 4 kind of pulling away from the rest of the field.
Good run right here, and Blomqvist is going to go around Lanigan this time. Picks up the position, looking pretty good right here. See if he can keep that alive. Well, one guy that's struggling a little bit tonight, matter of fact, he is down and out, standing down with Tony.
Well, Brian, this is not how you wanted your night to end. First, you came to the work area with the tire down. Can you tell us what happened?
I don't know. We come off too. Somebody hit me in the left rear pretty hard. And, I don't really know why or whatever, but it happened. And we got a flag. We come in and something happened with the axle too. The axle. I don't know if it's the axle stripped or something. So I tried to make a few more laps. Wasn't no good, so come back next year.
And you take a shot that hard. I mean, that wheel was really bent. I'm sure it shocked the entire drive line. So tough night there for Burton.
Battle for the 7th spot, folks. Shannon Babb started back in 21st. How about Jimmy Mars coming out of the B main? Tim McCready, who started in 5th, actually falling back, but 2 of those guys working to the front. We talked about Mars working his way to the front. We know Shannon Babb is always fast. This is a great race between these 2 guys.
Right, Jimmy Mars right through the center of the turn, like we saw Billy Moyer doing earlier. So the car obviously set up nicely. So you take a look at T-Mac. T-Mac hammering the throttle there, yanks up the front end. Looks like he's fighting that one a little bit.
Back up front, Darrell Lanigan in the 29, still racing with Scott Bloomquist for the 3rd spot. Bloomquist led early, running around the low part of the racetrack where he is right now in turns 3 and 4. And as of late, he's pretty much been running the top. A lot of racing laps left to go as Billy Moyer still out in front. Kid Rocket, Josh Richards 2nd. Again, the battle for 3rd, Bloomquist and Darrell Lanigan.
Your Canada all-natural pep boots ticker up at the top. You keep an eye on everybody as well. And it looks like Bloomquist might be finding a little something inside of that when it's coming back. That or Darrell's obviously lost a little bit. Again, you see these guys running right to the center of the turn, trying to take care of that equipment. You're up there penning off of that cushion, man. It's going to be hard on the car and hard on the tires.
Darrell Lanigan finished 4th last night. Struggled on night number 1 here at the Knoxville Dirt Late Model Nationals, but got a lot of points last night. Good starting spot.
And you can watch Bloomquist just slide all the way to the top. And once he got into that dirt where there's a little bit of grip, that thing bit and took off. Babb, T-Mac, Mars. Babb, you talked about starting deep. Mars coming out of the B main. And Denny Eckridge pulling up to a stop here in the number 50 car. That'll bring up the caution flag, of course. Does that, that'll give him a chance to get inside to the pits and make whatever changes he'd like to make here. All part of the strategy from time to time in the dirt late model industry.
Flagman here at Knoxville Raceway, Doug Clark, holding the yellow caution flag, as Billy Moyer probably did not want to see that caution flag. Had a pretty big lead. Denny Eckridge has had a lot of success here at the Knoxville Dirt Late Model Nationals, making the A main for the 6th time, and EPJ pulling in the pits.
Yeah, ever since he jumped that cushion, it looks like he's been struggling with the car, has slowly gone the wrong direction. So he'll come in to make a quick change. Here's your Geico Power Sports Top 5. Moyer still out front. Welcome back to the 7th annual Lucas Oil Knoxville Dirt Late Model Nationals. We're in Knoxville, Iowa, and Knoxville Raceway, and everybody's trying to keep up with that 21 car. Josh Richards has made a nice run from deep in the pack to get up here in the top 3.
Scott Bloomquist back to that 2nd spot using the high line. He led early, he fell back, and now has retaken 2nd, getting around Kid Rocket there in the 1. Jimmy Owens coming from deep, right now runs in 4th.
Fanning out, and Richards able to use that bottom here. This is the guys that seem like they're running fast are up on the top, except of course of the 21 car. It goes right to the center, and the caution flag out one more time. This time it's Kelly Bowen out of Henderson, Colorado, who was hoping for some good stuff. Finished 2nd 1 night ago. The 4-time NCRA champ, 4 consecutive years, by the way. Also broke a 30-year record, series record this year with 5 straight wins. Unfortunately, will not win here tonight.
Yeah, up into the fence. We'll take a look at it one more time, and yeah,
Ooh,
banging off the wall there. You can see him up entering turn in number 1, making his first career A-main event here at this event.
Trying to straighten that one out. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll continue on